is a piece comparing Hugo Ekitike and Benjamin Sesko. I would rather Sesko personally. There are 40 photos of the season, Liverpool's title-winning season, a beautiful thing to be had. David Lynch had news yesterday. I brought it up that Liverpool on the trophy, Premier League trophy, 1920 Liverpool, 24-25 Liverpool FC. 1920, they've now added the FC, so that's tremendous stuff. Barcelona are interested in Luis Diaz, and it looks like that could be a pretty hefty fee for us, which to me is great news because he's one I think we should be selling, and that money can go towards Florian Wirtz, you know. There's also reports from Spain, from El Chinguito, what's it called? Chiringuito TV, is that what's called? Yeah, El Chiringuito TV. That Atletico Madrid could sell Julian Alvarez. And they mentioned Bayern, they mentioned Arsenal, and they mentioned us. And if we look at this logically, Mikel Arteta's not playing a 5'9" frontman. Bayern have Harry Kane. We did all the work last summer and very much put ourselves in a position to sign him. Now, they said in the report that Atletico could be willing to sell if they receive an offer above what they paid for him last summer. Now, this article on This Is Anfield puts that fee at 80.1 million. That's not what they paid for him. They paid 64 million plus add-ons. It's very unlikely that those add-ons have triggered, unless there's one for 50 games, like maybe 25 games and 50 games. But Atleti haven't won anything this season, so therefore nothing will have triggered from there. How many games has Alvarez played total? He's definitely played 25. So if there was an add-on for 25 games, then that one will have triggered. If there's one for 50, he's played 53. So again, that would trigger. But what are they going to be? 3 million a pop, 4 million a pop? So in all likelihood, the fee is still in and around 70 million that they've paid. If we offered 90, or if we offered Darwin and 50, then we could say, well, Darwin's worth 60 to us. Apparently they think Darwin's worth 40 to 45. So let's say we do them favorable terms and we say, okay, 40. But let's call it 60 for the purposes of a little bit of book cooking. We think Alvarez is worth 90, but let's call it 110 so you can cook your own books a little bit. We're giving you Darwin and we're giving you 50 million quid. That's very doable for us. Very, very doable. I mean, that could be recouped very easily. Ben Doak should bring 20 million quid. And if you sell Diogo Jota, he brings easily 30. So there's that taken care of. And we'd still have the money to go and get Wirtz, because selling Elliott and Diaz would give us most, if not all, the money to buy Florian Wirtz. Now, we would need a backup striker in that scenario. We'd need to bring in somebody else. But if you were to think of it like we go into next season, actually, you could sell Chiesa as well, and that would definitely put us over the top. You could keep Jota, sell Chiesa, and just basically spend 15, 20, 25 million net to get both Alvarez and Wirtz. Go into next season then, in that case, with Mo on the right, with Kumas as an option there, and Frimpong as an option there. Alvarez and Jota through the middle, Wirtz and Gakpo as the options on the left, Dahlmann Curtis as the 10 options, Alexis and Gravenberch as the 8 options, and a new 6 plus Endo as the 6 options. And your only real spend would be whatever it takes to get that 6. But you could also sell Morton and Besetic to offset a bunch of that. We could do a very, very comprehensive turnover of this squad, improve it astronomically, and not spend a ridiculous amount in terms of net spend because we've got so many sellable pieces that we don't need or who don't offer anything to the squad or who, because of their contracts, which is the Diaz one, because of their contracts, it just makes more sense to sell them at this point rather than keep them because next summer, Diaz will be 29 with 1 year left and his value will have dropped quite a bit. But Darwin didn't contribute a ton this season. Elliott contributed nothing this season. Doak didn't play for us this season. Morton barely played this season. Besetic didn't play for us this season. Chiesa barely played this season. Like, you could sell all of them and not miss any of them. You certainly wouldn't miss them if we had two absolute worldies coming in Wirtz and Alvarez. It's unlikely, obviously. I understand that. I'm just making the point. Anyway. Kevin De Bruyne has named a surprising Liverpool player as his most difficult opponent. Mike McGrath is now reporting that KDB will not stay in the Premier League, despite Mo Salah joking that we had space for him. KDB has named Fabinho and N'Golo Kante as his 2 most difficult opponents. I'm not sure why that's surprising. Like, how is that surprising? That's a world-class defensive midfielder. There was a world-class ball winner and a world-class defensive midfielder were the most difficult opponents for an attacking midfielder. Like, it's almost like they would have been operating in the same patch of the pitch. That's a strange article. Not sure why that would be a surprise to anybody. We were by far the toughest team that KDB faced, and Fab would have been his direct opponent in those games. And Chelsea often detailed Kante to just man-mark KDB. Mamardashvili has said he's not going on loan next season and he will be staying at Liverpool and training with Alisson. So that's tremendous news. AnfieldIndex.com. There is a piece of Badekatiki which says that Chelsea have accelerated their interest. Hopefully they sign him. Liverpool told to sign Bayern Munich for. That is Harry Kane. No, thank you. Romano has said that we want João Pedro. I love João Pedro and would be in favour, but I know a lot of people aren't as keen. We've also obviously been linked with Malik Fofana as well. Podcast-wise, there is a recent transfer pod. There's also a recent Under Pressure, if you haven't heard that one. And then, what else do we have? There's a new Bundesliga show. There's a Chat G&G. There's a Scouser Tommies that I'm not sure if it's out yet. Doesn't look to be out. It may be out. I just might have missed it. There is a Molby on the spot coming tonight, so make sure you get on that one. Yeah, there's that Bundesliga special that Dave Davis did. It doesn't appear like that Scouser Tommies has happened yet. I know Jim and Jay are both really busy, so it's just a little bit difficult for them at the time, especially Jay. He's got a lot going on, so just a little bit of patience with the two boys. They'll have one at some point soon. It's been a while since I said you should go and listen to them, but go and listen to the old Jumpers for Goalpost pods and listen to Fidzy. He would have been in his fucking element at the moment. United in the toilet, Everton garbage, and us winning the league. You couldn't have scripted it better, folks. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Reds, it's Jack here, and that was a clip from one of Anfield Index's audio podcasts. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you do like, share and subscribe to keep up to date on all things LFC. We record around 100 audio podcasts every month, with our shows featuring match-going fans, top journalists, professional analysts and even Liverpool legends along the way, with the Great Dane himself, Jan Molby, joining us every single week. If you want to listen to all our podcasts for free, head over to anfieldindex.com/podcasts. Our audio shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Anfield Index. Or if you prefer to listen to all our podcasts in full and without any ads, why not head over to AI Pro today to check it out now at AnfieldIndexPro.com. If you want to get involved in the great growing community of Liverpool fans, check out the Anfield Index Discord. The link is in the description. Do get involved with that from Reds around every corner of the globe. For now, Reds, hope you enjoyed this video.